Yesterday was one of the most important days in the history of Ukraine. The Verkhovna Rada ratified Ukraine-European Union Association Agreement. Do you know what is my feeling when I yesterday standing in front of the Ukrainian parliament presenting this association agreement, coordinated and synchronized with the European Parliament? That was the last farewell from Ukraine to the Soviet Union. That was a Rubicon Ukraine crossed, and we never ever returned back to our awful past. I strongly believe that our values, our freedom, our democracy, our European future, including membership perspective, is possible and reachable for the Ukrainian nation. Why? Because Ukrainian nation is past one of the most important tests during the last 5 months, and maybe pay one of the most important price for being European. And that's why we demand providing reform, defending democracy, defending freedom, the membership perspective in the European Union. And implementation of the agreement will not only harmonize Ukraine's trade and custom rules with European Union standards, but it will help my country to draw closer to democratic norms and market-oriented economy. At the NATO Wealth Summit, I have declared my country's desire to move closer with NATO and gaining the status of the major non-NATO ally. I really count on your support on that. All allies strongly condemn Russia's aggression on Ukraine, illegal annexation of Crimea, and stand ready to support territorial integrity and sovereignty of Ukraine within the international recognized border, in the way like it is strongly doing by Canadian government, Canadian Prime Minister, and Canadian people. I'm thankful to Canada. Your country was one of the soundest supporters of Ukraine at the summit, and they're committed to provide more than $1 million to the NATO Trust Fund. It will help Ukraine to build its command, control, and communication and computer capability. Dear friends, let's look beyond the crisis and war. Let's think how we enhance the special partnership between the Ukraine and Canada. This is why I'm here. I'm convinced that we need to pay more attention to the bilateral cooperation in such a sphere as energy, trade, investment, information, airspace, and many other technologies. In cooperation with Canada, we hope to accomplish the ambitious project consolidating Ukraine's informational space by launching the telecommunications satellite built by Canadian company MDA. We will be finally able to provide all our regions with reliable and trustworthy information, as well as to export telecommunication services. There should be more projects like this. I hope that both negotiation teams translated our firm signal, Prime Minister and mine, and the next time we will see each other, we will have Ukraine-Canada free trade agreement to sign. Having said that, I cannot help but mentioning one particular program that played a significant role in enhancing our people-to-people contact. I talk about the Canadian-Ukrainian Parliamentary Program. During the years of independence, CUPP has hosted over the thousands of students from Ukraine who were able to work as interns right here to the Canadian Parliament and help us to build Ukrainian democracy. Welcome back, dear colleagues. I also want to thank the Canadian Parliament and Ukrainian Diaspora for helping us to breed the new generation of the new Ukrainian democratic and free leaders. Mr. Prime Minister, I remember you mentioned that Canada is probably the most Ukrainian nation outside of Ukraine itself. You know what? This is absolutely true. Let me reciprocate. There are great European nations which stood at the source of foundation of modern Canada. Canada has friends all over the globe, and the closest one next to it. However, I doubt that you will find another nation which could tell so sincerely what I am telling about you. Ukraine is probably the most Canadian nation after the Canada itself. And exactly this feeling I feel today during my meeting with many Canadians. Thank you for all of that.